Hello, I would like to do a quick introduction for you of the iProTracker system for the medical assistant and office manager. This is an illustration of opening it from an email. It comes in a zip folder, and we'll just click on that and save it to a certain location wherever we may choose. I'm going to save it to the desktop and I'm going to rename it here, iProTracker Final, and let it save to my desktop. Then I'm going to go ahead and open that zip file, and after I open the zip file, then I want to extract all files, and I want to make sure this location is where I want it. Yes, it is on my desktop. If I was doing this in an office, I would put it on the server because I would want the MA and the office manager both to be able to access their respective files. So I'm going to go ahead and extract these two files, and indeed it called it the name I wanted, and it put it on the desktop. Now, by doing it this way, using the zip folder, it preserves the links because the two files are linked together. Opening up the MA version, we see that this is basically a log sheet for her to record the patients coming in on who are being put on iPro, the date, the patient name, their ID number, number of shots, the iPro serial number, whether or not they return the device, and of course the expected date of return. I like this part. It shows her how many iPros she has available at any one point in time, how many iPros are owned, and the total patients seen. So for example, if we do another patient today, let's say we're going to see Jay Leno, and he's taking 5 shots a day, and put him on that serial number. And then you notice that the iPro availability now is down to 3, and we've done a total of 7 iPro patients. And this patient happens to bring his in early, so we would say yes, that he returned it. And so notice that our available iPros now jumps to 4. So if we as an office buy a new iPro, or we want to amend an old iPro number, then we just click there and change our iPro number. And let's say we want to add an iPro number. Then you notice our total jumps to 8. Go back over here, and before our patient Jay Leno leaves, we got to give him a log sheet. Of course, I forgot to print one out. No big deal. There's one embedded in the file here, and there you see it pops up. And I want him to have a iPro waiver form, and of course that pops up nicely too for us. And while he's here, I want to tell him about the local pump classes that the Medtronic nurse has taught me to teach my patients about. And I just click on the link here provided. The Medtronic nurse keeps this website updated with the most recent flyer for the local classes, and I can print this out for my patients. And you see that we have a nice little PDF version of the flyer with all the dates, the location, who can attend. This is a class for anyone wanting to learn about pumps, and also a class for new pumpers where they learn about basic diabetes, carb counting, and about the value of pump therapy and how to use a pump too for those who have recently received their pump. Also a version for sensors. There's a sensor class, sensor support class too. We have a link here to the MiniMed website with all available classes in the area. That way the MA can put in the zip code and get all of the available classes. Now let's look at the office manager side and see what she would see. And you notice that her side is updated with the last patient we put in there, Jay Leno, and then the office manager would come in and put in the diagnosis code, whatever that may be. Let's see here. There we go. And his insurance, which happens to be, let's say, Blue Cross of Tennessee. Of course, she wouldn't know what the reimbursement would be at this point, but just for the sake of illustration, we'll put in something. And you notice by doing this, all of our totals change, so we can see what we're making on each CPT code and what we're making total. If our ICD-9 codes change, or our insurance companies change, or the number increases, then we just go over here and we can add anything we want. So let's say Bankers Trust is a new insurance company in town, and we can put notes in about them. Doesn't cover pumps well, or something like that. Anything we want to put in, and then we can go back over to Office Manager Tracker Sheet, and let's say that that's the new insurance Jay Leno has, Bankers Trust, and notice our list there is updated. This is not displaying properly up here. I created this in Excel 2003, and we're debuting it here in Excel 2007. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call or an email. Thank you.